bomb as North also spams Kronos through the smoke. It's an advantage for Inner Circle Academy. Is there a kit? No. So time may be the issue. Latic, good utility to force him off the angle. He's going to try go for maybe a re-peek. Flarex, has he seen him drop? Surprising enough, no. Tap on the bomb, and Latic, this is nightmare fuel. He's being hounded down, and it's a round for Inner Circle Academy at the end of this first half.
Yeah, look, it's 4. It's still unlikely that you're going to come back into it, but it at least makes it a little bit more doable, you know. I mean, I say it's unlikely. You win the pistol, you win it up against the anti-eco, you win the first gun round, all of a sudden it's AA, you know. AA, and then you've got a competitive round in front of you. So, look.
I love the enthusiasm.
Like, it's just being realistic, isn't it? Like, that's a possibility that could happen. But if you don't win this pistol, it goes the other way, doesn't it? Like, it could be 11-4 before you even, you know, get a chance to do anything. 10-4 before you see rifles. And if you do see rifles, you probably won't have an AWP. And Kronos did finish up 19-7, dominant on that T side. This is usually where Latic takes over. Just to let everybody know, was very good on the CT pistol. He is going to get the first fight in towards B though, and he gets blinded by a flashbang. Latic trying to get away, and he will get away with his life. Annie on the fadeaway, no, gets destroyed. Curse of the caster there for Latic as he gets taken down. A bomb site under lock and key for now for Inner Circle Academy.
4v4, what's the util on the city side? A flash. Kicker, is this going to affect anyone? Throws it a bit too early. Like, Ozik, it gets him out, but there's... I mean, it really gets Ozik out. he's just on the... bomb side. He's only just sees someone then. 3 towards camera and CT. Post plant looking good. It's planted for them. Ozik, just so much space, but with such confusion of what to do with it. Inner Circle Academy, they win the final round of the first half. They win the pistol in the second half. I suppose your theory could be coming into action.
Probably will be. I mean, this will be 8-6. It really comes down to, you know, what the decision is here from the CTs. Color won't go for the investment. That's fair enough. But that just means you're going to have to deal with M4s in the next, unless they do that, you know, kind of weird little half bite to make sure that Latic has an AWP. He could still be saving and, you know, pick up a kill here that he might be able to bring out a glass cannon. Really does depend on how many kills he gets with the USP. Still a 4-man, 5-man stack over towards this B bomb site. Inner Circle Academy could easily walk into this trap. That's if the CTs don't get a little bit antsy. You can see they're already kind of turning, looking, getting off boost, so maybe a little bit worried. And it does kind of come down to Kickert's flashbang, how well he uses that if they do make their way in. But bomb, right now, on the radar, going towards A. They hear nothing with that util. They should be expecting A. Or re-execution.
Just kind of one of those things where the CT side, they just have to wait, hope. And as the bomb gets planted, maybe just don't give the SMGs any kills like that. Ooh, okay. No survivors for color and no casualties. More importantly, for Inner Circle Academy.
This is the round the colour need. A little bit of a bonus round with a couple of SMGs that are in play. CTs, they're going to look to try and fight early. Doesn't seem like it. Instead, they're going to play a little bit more aggressive and just gather up that control in towards A main. Hold control of Dark as well. Cronus is going to be holding the line. In the meantime, in Circle Academy, they are kind of exploring the options in through mid. They will boost the player up to try and maybe find a little bit of a gap to work with. And I just wonder, is it going to be A or B? That smoke down in towards camera is going to be a little bit of a problem for the CTs, because they're going to tell the B players, all right, we've lost all that control. Instead, they're going to push through main. They push through canals to try and clear this all together. They're waiting out that smoke, and eventually they will realize that there is nobody home here. And once they see nothing in towards canals, they're just going to be worried about B. They could be very quick on the flank here. They're going back, though.
They're going to hit... Wait, who's going to hit who first? Ozik gets one... They're boosting in canals. They're never going to expect this. The A bomb site's open, but yep, never expecting this. And then Rayos can activate. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect, Jack. Ozik does eventually fall, but they know Thripok is the only player alive, and he's on the A bomb side. I can't believe they rotate away. It's because Thripok gets all the space, but it's all a fugazi. It's a facade, a mirage. And that is also another heartbreak to add to the list on Anubis.
You get the bomb plant here.
Wait, what? I didn't even clock he could get that down. That's crazy, actually.
Surely no way he holds, so just all it takes is trade. Good space in here to get out. Laddick is going to search for him. Ipok is going to peek right into him. And yeah, okay, bomb plant. He gets away with it, but nothing else. And yeah, look, that was really clever coming through from the CTs. I don't blame Inner Circle Academy. They think they have the correct read, but it's like we're talking about it so much. It's the protocols of color, right? You know, that they know, okay, that smoke has gone down in towards camera. Our B players are in big trouble if we don't make a move, because we've only got two players there. Yes, Cronus does the correct thing and backs away safely to try and get in towards connector. You know, just if he stays there, that's completely fine because he has a little bit of cover. But still, you need to try and help the player that's in Temple, because they could all be walking into him through the back line, and then you've got big problems. I really like the way their colour adjusts to that. And yeah, just continue to push. They double back. They get caught in a horrible situation, and you're never expecting the boost in that spot. So get crunched upon. Enjoyable round, by all means.
A depressing one in a circle, though. What's going on in mid? Kicker and Ozik are up to no good. Latic on the AWP was stationed over towards A main. He's not had as explosive map as he did on Dust 2. Still time to remedy that situation. There's 3 players towards B now. Kicker's rotated over. Kronos, he's just going to smoke Lajong off in con. Nade does a bit of damage as the majority will be coming through B main. Rayos, well-timed flash, well-timed swing. That's the opener. There's no molly to flush him out. There's a grenade, and it misses. The T side, they've got no more utility apart from a flashbang on Flearax. Rayos doesn't have to peek out because he's doing so much by just surviving. Flearax finally does catch him, but Kronos has already got 2 and eliminated the bomb carrier. He's got it at his feet. Great awareness from Kronos to understand they can walk out main, gets the kill, and instantly is aware of Connector. And 21-9. It is breathtaking watching him play. It is ridiculous.
Reyes in that position, staying alive was just absolutely huge. Not only finding that opening pick, but you stick in that close corner and you're praying that there's not going to be a Molotov to land on you. And the sweetest sound that you could possibly hear in that situation is a HE. Now, HE misses, but HE lands on top of you, you're full HP. You know that they do not have a Molotov. If you do not get a molly after that HE, or maybe possibly even before it, you know you're good. So just stay put, just stay in the corner, make sure that nobody peeks out to you, and then yeah, Cronus is just having one of those games today. He is just really taking this series by the scruff of the neck and saying, all right, if it's up to me, we're going to win. And it has been up to him in a lot of situations to get them into bomb sites, to hold bomb sites. He really has been doing it all. The ideal in-game leader, a fragging one.
It's also great communication and trust. Unfortunately though, as we were waxing lyrical about Kronos, he gets owned by the Tech 9, which has some pace to it towards Connector. Kickert tries something maybe a bit crazy, dives out the window, and the AWP snatches him out of thin air. 2 rounds in a row for the CT side, and despite Inner Circle having very bad money, it looks like the T side are actually going to give themselves some like kind of relief. They went all into this round around the saved AWP, right? If their X had a saved AWP. So they go in around that. Very bold purchase. If they lost that, they've completely lost the game. But instead, they get very speedy entries. So they live to see another day as Fluorex's AWP is finding good impact. A lot more than Latic right now. I don't know if that's going to be a difference maker, but it's certainly something to note.
Still 3 rounds behind, but this is going to help things. Means that you've a little bit of a money cushion to fall back on. Reset potential is going to be there on that CT side, but the purchase is not really going to be affected. Rios can drop over an M4 to Kicker, and everybody is pretty happy about the way that they're going into this round. Now, the question is, do Colour want to try and make a play early? Do they want to try and take the fights early? Do they want to play for an aggressive opening pick? Or do they want to wait to try and outclass them in the mid-round that we've seen so many times? They love both. But it doesn't seem like Latic wants to play too confidently. Or just take too many risks that he might deem a little bit unnecessary.
The thing is, on CT side, you have to take risks. I just don't know if this is the right one. It isn't. And Rails also falling into Tame Fear. Yeah. Don't know if that was the play, Jack, to be honest. But yeah, like it's not good to see an AWP hesitant to take some of those peaks and risk. Because yeah, CT side and Anubis, like, you have to.
I will say the reason that he doesn't take any risk there is that they're going for that play.
Sure. Yeah.
I agree though. You know, you have to take a couple of exchanges on that AWP. You have to try and, you know, try and turn the tide. And I think that's going to be something that we're going to see more of from Latic further as this game gets a little bit closer. Latic will have to take some risks. Ipbok, can he get close enough to find the kill onto Ozik? Not going to clear at this close angle. Oh, doesn't matter. He's absolutely destroyed them. There's those mechanics that we were talking about. Latic, though, able to hold on with that AWP. A 3-man save becomes an AWP save for the CT side. And this should only ever be a half investment for Colour.
Not even a half investment, just full eco. Worst case scenario there. Losing the 2. because they wouldn't be able to repurchase. You can see Latic had like 4 grand. So they could have actually just gone for another repurchase. Instead, they're going to allow Inner Circle Academy to make it a 1-round game. Latic will have the AWP out in the next regardless. So there's no worry about him having to be overly careful in saving it. In round 19. Goes for an opener there, but you see the double nades towards window, chip him down. Luckily, no one went for anything too aggro because they would have fooled into either the Mollo or the nades. You've got 2 pieces of armor on Kicker and Kronos. Rails has got nothing. Also, it's got a 5-7, no armor. Look, it's a round that can always be scary. It's just all about Latic, I suppose, and his positioning. And if he's in a place where he can get a kill, like as the execute's coming in, it looks like the T-side are going to go towards B. So therefore, Latic with his AWP towards A is not going to be influential whatsoever. And this should be a fairly just easy 9th, where they probably don't even lose anyone. Even though Latic's rotating, it's too late. He needed to be in an angle where he can post and get a kill as the execute comes in.
Unless the pistols do the work here from the back of the site. Cronus does have a 5-7, and he's found one. Oh, as it comes true, and gets a double. No chance of this round. Oh, I don't know about that one. 14 seconds left. Bomb's been dropped in the middle of the bomb site, and the CTs have swindled Inner Circle Academy out of another round. That is ridiculous coming through from Color. And I said it in the first half, those are rounds that you simply cannot lose. Yep. That goes 10 times over for that round.
That's the 3rd time this map, right?
2nd at the very least. I don't know about the 3rd. Yeah, I think so.
Do you know what the issue with that round is? They missed the smoke on the right side of the bomb site.
They did?
Yeah, that's why the 5-7 got the opening kill. It completely missed, actually. And then when that kill comes in, Ozic comes through Con. Okay. And now they're just swinging Kronos. And Kronos, ooh, flashed into Flight Fleerax. Yeah, well, this is such a tilt round from Inner Circle Academy. You can just tell, they're literally just running at them. And it's a 1v3 for Lies Young. You can't fall back on your aim against a team like Color. Bomb is down somewhere near him. There he goes. He picks it up. He'll get the plant in. Not going to get much more, but he'll get the plant in. And Latic confirms 12, as I think the mental is long gone for Inner Circle Academy.
Not really much that they can do there. Unfortunately, after Cronus finds that double kill, it just did feel very forced, you're right. Maybe a little bit of tilt factor, maybe it's just, you know, look, let's just try something quick, see if they can stop us. We can, you know, we know we're good aimers, we know we can maybe challenge them in these aim duels. Let's see if we can just, you know, bulldoze our way into a bomb site. It doesn't happen. You get destroyed, dismantled, and now 4 chances to close out this series for Color. And although Inner Circle Academy might be coming away empty-handed, I'm still impressed with the level that they've kind of put up. You know, they definitely did have Color worried a little bit, especially on this comeback that they were mounting in this second half, but you are just seeing a much better team in action right now. Nade open on the smoke here. Nobody coming through. Rayo's still up extremely close. Is there another HE that they can use to try and get through? No. Rayo's going to get out of there.
Noise?
Oh, timing.
What? Why is he making noise?
Smoke was fading. He didn't feel comfortable.
That's the worst case scenario, though. You just say, like, hi, I'm here, by the way. Come kill me. That was a very uncomfortable round from Kronos. And that comes after an incredible series in general. So very disappointing to see. Was it Kronos or Rails close? Kronos, right?
Rails was close. Kronos was in towards...
yeah, Con, of course, yeah. Yeah, I was confused. I was like, why would Kronos not be connector? Yeah, okay, Rails. Big oopsies. Big oopsies. That's, yeah, disappointing round from him. He kind of drops the ball. Oh, kick it. It's an M4. He went to go pick up the rifle. He's like, crap. It's not an AK.
But it's step 1 in a 4-step comeback. Although it did feel like an unforced error coming through from the CT side. This time, Ozik will be able to find an opening, and they're going to run it back in towards B here, trying to find a way in, but they just get shut down. Ozik, don't know what went on. He died in his own Molotov. It's not going to matter. It's 13-9, and this game is just closed out quickly on the second map. Anubis taken by Color. As expected, Inner Circle Academy, I was impressed by a couple of things that they were showing on that second map. Didn't really come to play on Dust 2, and honestly, the better team won.
Yeah, we always expected Color to do well. It was the big question of how much of a gimmick will Anubis be, as we've already seen it come up trumps for the underdog once today, but not a second time. Great map and great series from Kronos. There's not really much else to say about his performance. He just completely takes control of the whole game, and it's something that I was referencing at the very beginning of the series, and I was saying how impressed I was with his CT side specifically, and how he was how he's able on the city side just to control massive amount of space. But it was actually the T side I think he had the best on this well, he kind of dead even. I think 14 kills on the T side, 12 on the CT side, so pretty good. Not gonna lie, great T side on Dust 2. Really impressive from Kronos. And it's good to see, and it's nice to see that despite Color having a pretty rocky second quarter, I suppose, of this year, and they've been dropped by the organization, they're still coming to these events and showing their level is a lot higher than these like up and coming teams.
Yeah, definitely. Like Kronos, he was 19-7 on T side. So 19 on T side.
Chowser.
Yeah, 7.
12 on the first map as well.
Yeah, like ridiculous T side coming through from Kronos. You know, he finished with a 2 rating on the first map, probably finished on a 2 rating on the second map as well. Like that was just sheer and utter dominance from them. And look, I'm very impressed with what I've seen there from the side of Color. I think honestly, look, a lot of people would think that these guys are going to go far. I definitely think they are a playoff team with ease, maybe even, you know, beating a couple of the invited teams that we're going to have. Honestly, Color could be real contenders for the event itself. Just the way that they've been playing, the style of play that they have, they've done it before, they have the experience, and look, we've seen it, you know, pay massive dividends to them there today. Inner Circle Academy, we'll have to hope for a little bit more of a favourable matchup, I would say, moving forward. I think they got the short end of the stick here, being matched up against Color straight away.
Yeah.
You know, the opening round, so you're instantly in the 0-1, but technically it should get easier if there is no more upsets.
Yeah,
you know, that's the technicality of it. So you know, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, look, I think they got fed to the wolves here today, unfortunately.
They came through the closed qualifier. They beat X-Rustic, X-Rotanasti, Mazon XT, but they couldn't get past Color, and we're going to have Kronos coming in. The man, the myth, the legend. Kronos, you beast.
Hello, guys.
What a day from you. Hello, thank you very much for joining us. Well done. You were amazing today. What did you have for breakfast? What have you done to play this well?
Anything. I didn't
That's the
eat
meta.
anything. Yeah. I think I don't need to eat.
Well, you're definitely not running on fumes anyway. You played incredible. I mean, how happy are you not only with your individual level, but your all-round team performance? You know, that has to feel good to get a result straight away.
Yeah, I like this game because last games I played not like good. Sometimes I played good, sometimes I played bad. So I want to play like this more usually
That's
than before,
always, yeah.
because after player break, it was not a good period for me. So I want to back in conditions, you know.
You were saying that after the player break, it hasn't been so good. You guys have obviously been dropped by one win. Has the lack of organization had any effect on you guys playing and as individuals?
I don't think so. When we know it, we just say okay, because our results wasn't very good. So it's sport. Sometimes you get kicked. Sometimes you no. Some changes. It's default in sports, so it's not affect us.
It's a really good mentality to have. You know, because there's a lot of teams that could easily crumble under the weight when you don't have the backing of the org. But I mean, look, if you keep getting results like this and keep going deep in tournaments, it's only a matter of time before an org is going to come and pick you guys up. You know, is that the kind of goal here, to have a deep run at the NODWIN, get into the playoffs, and maybe win it all?
Yes, of course. We need to win it.
That's what we love to hear. Well, if you play like that today, I'm sure you will win it. Kronos, well done. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and you were
Thank you,
nothing
guys.
short of amazing today. Congratulations. That was very fun to watch.
Thank you. See ya, guys. See ya.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Good mentality. If you play bad, you're gonna get, you know, you won't get what you deserve, I suppose. But dude, he played ridiculous. I was actually crazy. He played so good today. Really, really impressed with him. What's the final scores on the door? 41-26, a 1.96 HLTV rating. It's not
Crazy.
bad.
It's not bad at all. But unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to leave the chat on that one. We have a little bit of time actually in between games, as we are going to have about a 55-minute break, and then we will be back with our third best of three of the day. It's going to see X-Ruby take on Hyperspirit. I believe we are going to be passing it over to our colleagues though. So that is myself and Freddie done for the day. A little quick one today, Freddie, to kick things off at the NODWIN for us, but the day is not done just yet. We hope to see you all here in 55 minutes time for our third best of three. It should be interesting as the X-Ruby side take on the Romanians, and we will see you then.
amigos on the bank with their own share.